Let's take a look at the current bull short, MITI, Micromet. We've had 2 down days, and it looks like we're going to see low 5s, possibly break below 5. But first target point would be between 5 and 5.5, and we should see that in the next few days. The profit potential on this should be somewhere around 40%. And of course, we don't get all that, we just get part of it. Here's another bull short pattern that could be developing. FA, Fairchild Corp, Sporting Goods Stores. I think it's too low a price to safely go after a short position on this type of stock, but this is the pattern that we're looking for. Except right in here, you see that 381 number is 38,100 shares volume on it, so it's really not enough volume to build a position. If you do try to do that, and you build a large position, it's hard to get out of these that have a low volume in them. But I'm just trying to give you a little education on what you're looking for. Here's a stock we're looking at. I'm just keeping an eye on it as it rises up from $5.50 to $9. I like to see a higher and higher volume and a faster and faster price. Looks like it's got a couple more days upward before any consideration is to short. This is a weight loss company providing food and diet drinks. We'll keep an eye on this one. This is the chart of STP that we're looking at. We looked at this yesterday. Looks like we're going to see a little lower price the next few days. There's Solar Fund, a small short position. As you can tell, I'm short a lot of stocks because I think we're in the perfect environment for a correction. And let's take a look, by the way, at the Dow Jones. Looks like we're kind of in a 50-50 meaning the Dow could go either way. The Nasdaq has a little more of a negative sentiment to me, like there's a little more downside on it, but it's close to 50-50. We can't really tell which way the market's going to go looking at this. Here's a few long ideas. Let's take a look at oil. We're seeing oil start to turn up there. You can see the moving average on the fast moving average starting to flatten out and turn upward. Seeing a little increase in volume as well as the MACD and the stochastics. Oil is definitely firming up as we go into the winter, and if we have a deep freeze, really a strong cold winter in the northeast and east, then this will drive oil prices up as well. Let's take a look at a couple oil stocks. Here's Chevron, Texaco. Looks like a good buy here. I'll probably make a position long on this one here as an intermediate long position over the next couple months. Here's natural gas, had a big day today. Could be signaling a run up. Foundation Coal looks good on an intermediate. Looks good on an intermediate run. Let's take a look at a couple other gas and oil stocks. EOG. Here's GMXR we talked about probably 2 weeks ago. Didn't follow it. Didn't keep track of it. You can see here the price was around $53 several weeks ago, and here we hit 72, which is almost a 40% run, about a 35% rise there. Looks like it has a little more rise upward, but I think it's a little too late to be buying this stock. This is just an indication that some of the oil stocks are moving. Here's Apache Group, another independent oil and gas. XTO we've talked about before. Looks like that's starting to make a move. Had a real big move from 75 down up here all the way down to about 43 over the last 6 weeks in late June and through July. And now we're seeing some sort of rebound here. And finally, let's take a look at the agricultural chemical stocks. Here's potash, the fertilizer. Looks like we're starting to see the bottom obviously was 157 here just about 2 weeks ago. And you're looking at the stochastics down here at the bottom. MACD's turning up, volume, OBV's turning up, moving average is turning up. Hard to tell how far this one's going to go. Just keep an eye on it. Monsanto looks like a stronger bottom there, resembling a little more of a V bottom. Here's Mosaic and AGU, Agrium. And let's take a look at a couple stocks. Here's Foundation Coal. Here's Archer Coal, Patriot Coal. And we're seeing bottoms in all these energy-related, even though coal is not an oil stock, they're in that category. Coal stock, and one last one. You have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.